All right, guys, today we are at Little Milligan Boat Ramp. This is on Lake Watauga. Today I'll be meeting with Nug and Adam to get on Lake Watauga. And Lake Watauga is pretty big. It goes for miles in that direction. We chose this boat ramp because it's the closest boat ramp to the where the Elk River empties into Lake Watauga. The goal today, honestly, is to get to where the river empties into the lake as close as they can with the boat. This spot, at least, is part of the lake. I've seen other boaters going actually right past the debris piles, usually with a flatboat, with like a John boat. And there's a certain point where that peninsula gets blocked off by some sand, like a bank of sand that they've created to divert the river, kind of keep the river closer to the roadside. There's a lot of debris there. I'm not sure how easy it's going to be. I know it's probably going to be a little bit dangerous diving. I warned Nug and Adam, there's a lot of debris. It could be unstable underwater. Of course, these guys have a lot of experience searching, diving for the missing, so I'm sure they know how to handle themselves. There's two of them, so they do it safely, and hopefully everything goes well. So they're going to be here. They're actually running late. We're going to meet at 11 a.m. They had to kind of fix their boat up, do some things with the boat, so they're going to be about an hour late. So I'm going to hang out here for an hour, have my coffee, and then we'll get on the boat with Nug and Adam. Once Nug and Adam arrived, they immediately got to work getting the boat in the water. It was pretty chilly, but luckily it had warmed up a little from the previous days, where it was almost freezing temperatures. Once we got on the lake, I directed them in the direction of where the Elk River empties into Watauga Lake. The ride was about 15 to 20 minutes. The wind was calm on this day, so the water was like glass and made the going easy. As we started getting closer to the end of the lake, we started to see random debris floating in the lake.
I'm guessing it's just a tire.
A lot of it was attached to a car. Bobbing.
Yeah, it's just a tire.
The wheel on it too.
Huh.
I wonder where that came from. How deep is it?
50. Just a little bit further is that stretch you're talking about?
It's quite a bit further. That
Quite
thing.
a bit further. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I would think we would start go as far as we can, and then start scanning from there back. That way we know we won't miss anything. Just my humble opinion. Ryan's in charge.
All right. Once we arrived at the end of the lake, we saw two guys running a pontoon boat with a backhoe mounted on top. They were plucking logs out of the water and piling them onto the shore, cutting them short with chainsaws if they had to. Nug and Adam wanted to start the debris search in the cove opposite the peninsula with most of the debris. The cove had actually collected quite a few large objects, like appliances and of course trees and lumber.
Yeah, you can see the ground right here.
Yeah, that's us.
I'd say go back, keep going upriver.
Looks like they've been working hard clearing this giant log piles over there. They were probably way worse before. I don't know where they're... Are they just moving everything and stacking it up over there, I guess?
That's what it looks like.
Man, this is going to take a while. I was reading it's going to take like $60 billion to clean up everything.
It's alright, they just sent $50 billion to Ukraine. Makes me sick.
You want to pull a car up to the front? You need at least that many.
How much a waterlogged log weighs?
Versus a car?
Yeah.
They might talk to you, you know. Looks like they're taking a break anyway.
Let's just...
Adam likes to make friends.
Be friendly. Hi. Fun seeing you here. How's it going? People have been going through here? Oh no, we're out searching for missing people and cars.
Okay, well I guess we're doing the same thing.
Same thing, yeah.
There you go.
Indirectly.
Indirectly.
How long have y'all been cleaning up?
This is like our 5th day.
Fifth.
Something like that.
Found anything crazy yet?
No, nothing crazy. Definitely no.
Not yet.
But we're certainly keeping an eye out for them.
Yeah.
Not that we're looking forward to it.
Right. I'm sure they're out here somewhere.
Well, I'm sure I've...
Thank you, you too. Man, it's just...
Look at this.
Did you just find that?
What'd you find?
Shoe.
Oh. I think this left side might be a little better path.
Let's go for it.
Freezer? No, go for a look. You know trees in front of you?
Could probably go in right.
Something big. Go in there.
Not like you ever got a foot of water before?
I'm trying to tread lightly.
What is that? As we got closer to the main debris field, we started seeing more large objects showing up on shore. We couldn't identify this object, but it looked like part of something much larger. The debris filled with various small and large objects just stretched along the shore, scattered randomly by the floodwaters long gone. We hadn't even made it to the main debris field floating in the water, and Nug and Adam were already surprised not only by how much debris was on the shore, but that it had all actually made it up this far into the lake. Yeah, so no more cars that way. They closed that gate. Only workers can go through. So this is the worst stretch. This stretch right here is where the worst debris is, and the overturned cab is right down there.
So you think there could be other vehicles out here potentially?
I mean,
Semi-truck made it down here.
so many houses and everything else came down there. The tractor trailer came down from across about a half a mile down, so yeah. I would not be surprised if there were more cars.
We kind of... The whole underwater drone thing is a good idea. It's like stuff like this. You would think we get like just a camera on a stick.
Well, and it's clear. Yeah, a camera on a stick. This left side might be a little better path.
Let's go for it. I mean, you kind of want to get close to the shit. I mean, a shoe could have a foot in it.
That's true.
You might see a piece of clothing just sitting there. It might have.
I wish we had a prop guard. We make the big ones for these boats.
I mean, you worry too damn much.
Alright.
Limp through it.
I'll worry until... I'll stop worrying until we get completely stranded.
Exactly.
Have to yell at these guys to help us out.
At this point, we had entered the beginning of the main floating debris field. As pieces of wood appeared on the surface of the water in front of the boat, Nug used his stick to slide it to the side so it wouldn't get caught in the prop. Floating on the surface of the water for at least half a mile, you see everything, including shoes, toys, bottles and cans, lumber, and of course countless logs, from the size of branches and twigs to entire trees just submerged right below the surface. It's hard to comprehend the scale of it when you're floating through the specks of dirt and debris. And as you get closer to the main debris field, the debris that's floating starts to join the debris on shore, so that eventually it just becomes one big floating bridge of random objects. The bottom actually clean here?
I mean, fairly right here. It's not horrible.
Wow.
Over there, it's obviously
Yeah.
a bunch of crap. But if we were able to, find somebody and give a family some answers, that'd be the important thing.
Gotta get my gloves.
Or find any personal belongings.
Top of a plastic thing. Another pill bottle.
I don't think it has a label on it.
No.
Nah.
It's disintegrated.
That pole goes 12 feet out too if you want.
There's 2 tires right there. All these tires, you would think. It's got to be a vehicle somewhere, right?
Don't look at me, are you?
I'm kind of. It's not really a great way to go anywhere.
Basketball.
I saw one of those earlier. It's like a water tester.
Says Fisher brand on it.
I don't know what that is.
It's like a big old army tire.
Is that something? To the right? Looks kind of weird.
What the hell is that? It's like a
Where's
plastic
that
bag.
going? Front right.
Looks like a plastic bag almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no. Bunch more stuff in there.
I should probably give you my gloves.
Household garbage.
It's just full of plastic. It's heavy as hell. It's just got bigger sheets of plastic inside. I'm sure it's nothing. This looks like trash.
Is that bloody?
No, it's just a red plastic bag.
Bag filled with plastic. That's weird.
It's super dense, but I don't know. Yeah, it's just plastic.
Huh.
Plastic in plastic. Perfect. Propane prop? Like a house full?
Yep.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what we're smelling. Slowly leaking. Kind of smells like propane, doesn't it?
Not the exhaust.
No, propane smells like.
No, propane smells like that. Watch out, stop. Stop. Trim all the way up.
Something big?
Yeah. Let's aim straight down.
Oh. Ooh. Close one.
Water's actually clear up here.
Clear enough.
How deep we looking?
6 feet.
I'm shocked you're not seeing more on the bottom. It's crazy.
You looking for cars?
Yeah. I'm always looking for cars, but it's...
Putting up a stank. Gee, that's what smell. Woo! Ever stinky. Well, there's a bag up there. Maybe. Looks like a bag. I don't know if it's open or not.
Something you reach it with a stick.
Whoa, it's almost like a computer bag or something.
Almost like, yeah, like a computer or a drone bag. Or is it a seat?
I don't. Looks like a seat. Let's see if I
Maybe
can.
a life vest.
What is it? Oh, it's a flotation device. That probably came off somebody's boat.
Whitewater?
Yeah. Or rescue. I mean, it's just low profile. But there might be something inside the whatever. But... This is people's lifestyle.
Yeah.
Man. This is their whole life.
It's
I
entire
kind of want
homes.
to find some personal belongings, see if we can actually get them back. Pictures.
Dang, yeah, like there's a, what's it called? That game.
There's a cornhole.
Cornhole game, yeah.
Oh, that's
That's what I was saying.
Oh yeah. So if you do find any personal things, whoa,
going over. Try to hit that stick.
keeping like a lost and found for the community up there.
Okay. Yeah, it's a cornhole game. I mean, it's like overwhelming because like every inch there's something else. And this is just one area of the after effects. So that's right there to the right is where the road is.
Right up there, yeah.
Looks
Sections
like
of it.
that section is just like,
You might.
oh,
What you hitting stuff? Giant flashlight? Canned. Look at this.
Oh yeah.
Canned water.
It's they have a whole bunch of
Hell, those are full.
safety water. Yeah, they're from what do they call them? Emergency water.
Oh, Anheuser-Busch. Like a whole 6-pack.
It's emergency water. We've been finding those all around here.
It's pretty sad that they made it out here.
As we entered the main floating debris field, my heart sunk when I realized that the 3 separate debris fields we had seen floating here weeks ago had all floated down into one single, impassable wall of logs, lumber, propane tanks, appliances, and assorted other parts of the households that had settled here from the mountains upstream. I could see it on Nug and Adam's faces that there was no way we were going to get any further. The question of diving was a joke. Once they saw the size and volume of this, they said it would be far too dangerous to dive. We could also see at this point that the mud still hadn't completely settled, so any diver would have to dive by touch. And with no idea what objects were below the surface, that would be a recipe for disaster. I had been here before, and I didn't like being back. For some reason, the fact that everything had collected into a single area, as far as you could see, gave me a sinking feeling.
We can't get past this one. This is a giant tree all the way to the shore, so we'd have to go over here if we want to try to push through.
This might be it.
Might.
It's woven giant logs throughout.
It's woven.
Yeah, those are some huge logs.
Or it's gonna take you a minute pulling logs side to side.
I'm for this. I'm a logger.
Push through.
Don't think we're gonna, to be honest with you. This is all that's on top of the water. I bet it's probably why it's not moving. I don't think we'll be able to get through this, to be honest with you. I mean, these trees are massive. They're stuck in. You're not going anywhere. I can see a giant tree in front of us. It's not moving.
Shit, maybe there's no way through. Wow. How long would it take 2 men with a backhoe to cut up and tow away these trees and the pieces of these homes? How many family memories and heirlooms handed down from generation to generation were mixed in with what on the surface appeared to be junk? There's a sense that there's more than just junk here. There are entire lives floating in the water, and it makes you feel completely helpless when you look at it. Since they had come this far, Adam decided to fly his drone further downstream to see if he could spot the overturned 18-wheeler cab. Meanwhile, Nug wanted to walk the shore to look for anything that could help with identifying any of the families who had belongings here. I decided to walk the shore with him. Elk Mill, Poga, is that VFD? So that came from Elk Mill.
Alright. I gotta venture out there. There's a firefighter's tank. That's crazy.
Are you really going to venture out there?
Well, this log's pretty big.
Yeah, you could hang on to the log, but...
It'll hold me.
You are brave.
I am, well, there's a fine line. Brave, stupid. Bang, what we got here? It's just empty. That looks like that was old leash. Hell, actually, I don't know how much. I mean, it's like a foot deep of sediment.
Oh, yeah.
So,
You might sink right down if you get in there, though.
oh, definitely. It's probably all fresh. That's crazy. It's a tank floating out here. Ouch.
It's coming right toward you, too.
Yeah. It's almost like I was meant to find it.
It really is, isn't it? Wow.
These are light. 30 minutes of air. It's all Hampton Fire Department.
Wow.
Dang.
That's crazy.
That's nuts. I wonder if they want it back.
Well, you can ask them. Oh, wish we could get through there.
I just want to find one wallet, or one picture, something to
Mm-hmm.
something to bring back. Somebody here.
As I made my way further down the shore, I found myself obsessed with finding the overturned 18-wheeler cab again. I don't know why I had to see it. Maybe it's because the sight of it the first time I saw it was so hard to believe. Maybe I wanted to convince myself that it was actually real, that I had actually seen it, that the Hurricane Helene floods had actually been powerful enough to carry something so heavy almost half a mile down a river. As I walked and scanned the debris, everything I saw started blending in with the memories of the other places Jen and I had seen in North Carolina. It all looks the same. Trees, pieces of shattered homes, and personal belongings everywhere, with the occasional crushed vehicle thrown in. And the randomness of the objects just makes it that much more surreal. Today we found several cases of Narcan, countless cans of emergency water, shoes, a trail cam, buckets, children's toys, and more. After a confusing several minutes, I paced back and forth near the place where I was certain was exactly where I'd previously seen the overturned cab. I turned to my right and saw evidence of exactly why the vehicle was no longer there.
massive wreck right there.
That tractor trailer cab was right there. I wasn't sure if it was, I knew it was in this area, and then I saw these huge skid marks. They literally dragged the thing right up. They hooked on it, dragged it up the bank and out of here.
Kind of surprised they did that.
That would have been amazing to watch.
I guess they had to pull out and make sure nobody was in it.
Right.
Some more of those waters. What a waste.
So we found the location of the truck. They dragged it out.
Oh, really?
Yep. Found the drag marks.
You see the Narcan packs?
Oh, no.
There's little blue pouches. It's just like a Narcan kit. Got like fentanyl. See the fire ram tank?
Yeah.
Still works.
Come on. Oops. It's a case. Is that a case? Black thing right there? That's a case.
Mailboxes. What are you looking at?
No, behind it there's a little case. Looks like, I mean, it looks like something somebody put fire on.
Yeah, somebody's whole mailbox.
Probably a good indicator to know his house is washed out, right?
Yeah, what's the address on this pole?
Pole says 152, and then 150, and I'm guessing 154 on the other one. I don't know what would be
There's
there.
a case behind it too.
I really want to see
I
it.
can pull you up right there if you want to walk over.
Yes.
Don't fall.
That looks dry. Oh, yeah, that should be good.
Hey. Oh, cool.
Soft.
Big, high.
Classic 70 G2. I don't know what it is. It says Classic 70 G2. I don't know yet. Ha! Empty. It either that, no, it looks like tools, I think.
Never anything in it.
You never know. Don't slip. Okay.
You're gonna push it down. Come on, trim up on that one.
Oh, it's coming up under you. Shit. Still on it? Need to push it? There it is.
Found it.
I'm surprised that hasn't happened yet.
Did you rip off my transducer?
Oh, that's been gone.
Hope not. Go stand on that thing.
It's a giant cable under the wall.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's crazy. It's like a power line.
Oh, is it? Yeah,
That's what it looks like.
Go touch it.
See that silver thing up on the bank? Drive shaft?
Yeah.
Drive line?
Oh wow.
How did that thing float?
Yeah, that don't make no sense. It really doesn't make much sense. A giant drive shaft right there. I know those things floated. I thought they were pretty heavy. Well,
What did
you
it
go up there
what
and
did
think.
it come off of, you think?
Could
I'm
be.
gonna guess up big.
It's pretty big, isn't it?
It could be the truck. Yeah.
Is it aluminum? Maybe that's why it made it down here. It's lighter.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Interesting. To be honest with you.
I think it was, and then that's why we had to keep draining out.
Problem is, it's still not pissing.
It's not? So that means... It's cold.
Please don't drop it.
I'm doing it. Look how fast we're going.
I mean, the speed will do it. It'll just take a while.
Oh,
Pink.
starting to act up again. Well, F. This makes me really sad.
It's so cold.
It's
How about you, Jeremy?
Oh yeah, sure.
Some?
Take turns.
That's those side fin things.
Yeah. Yeah, one could argue.
Where's my?
Well, they're definitely not clogged.
Well, that you can see. It's probably up in there.
What you know about up in there?
Up in there.
How much oil's in this thing?
Where are we?
I haven't checked oil in, well,
I think
ever.
it's good. I've checked it.
You ain't checked no tank oil. Yeah, I'm so dirty.
We were there. We're almost halfway. We're almost halfway.
Oh, should be like we're just around the corner. That's what I want to hear. Y'all go great.
Nug was finally able to get the motor to push us at trolling speed without stalling. It was an amusing end to a solemn day. We hadn't really been able to do a whole lot at all today. One small glimmer of light was that Nug had found a small board that looked like it was probably part of a treehouse sign that had been painted by a small child. He planned to show it to his viewers on his channel, and just possibly someone might recognize it, and he could at least return the painted board to the family as a keepsake, at least one thing found among everything they had lost. And that, honestly, was what today made me realize. It isn't only the missing who are lost. It's so many families in these mountain communities who have lost everything they had. And as the world moves on, they're left trying to pick up the pieces. This is why it's so important that we don't just move on, that we keep them in the front of our minds, in our prayers, and if we have the means, help them in any way we can.